Peace of mind is broken into pieces. Greed is a punishment to the soul. Drop the scissor, pick the needle. When we observe riots, wars, and battles that take place in the name of religion, it makes us to ask, do we need something called religion at all? Many raise this question with concern and an element of doubt. All destructive arsenal such as nuclear bomb, hydrogen bomb, and biological warfare are the result of scientific developments, aren't they? Diseases are many because doctors are plenty. The manifestation of the truth is above statements, there is also truth in the practice of religion. The house is in darkness out of anger. If one enter it, one is bounded to the tumble on various items of furniture. Getting annoyed throwing the furniture out of the house are not the solution. The reason for the fall is not the furniture, but the darkness. So, what has to be thrown out is not the furniture. Once we light the lamp, and darkness will disappear, and so too will the problems. So, religion was never created to cause riots and confusion. It was created to provide peace. Religion was not meant to divide human beings, it was created to unity human beings. In Sufi literature, there is a story. There was a humble tailor who had transformed himself into a great sage. The king came to pay his obeisance. The king gifted him golden scissor encrusted with diamonds, but the sage refused to accept it. The king was worried that he was not able to help the sage. So he asked him, "What can I give you that would be use to you?" The sage replied, "Give me a needle." The king at once arranged for a needle and presented it to the sage. Humbly, he waited for the sage's response. The sage said, "The reason why I refused your gift of scissors is because it cuts and divides. Our minds like scissors that cuts and divides. But the needle would stretch, it would join and unity. Our hearts like needle which join and unity. Today, humanity is in need of a needle, not scissors. Times may have passed, but the relevance of the sage's message is valid even today. True religion leaders would not speak in a way that would divide human beings. Those who speak in such a manner can't be the leaders of religions. But unfortunately, it is not so. At this juncture, I make a mention an incident that took place in the life of Mahatma Gandhi. It was during the partition of in India. Hindus and Muslims were killing each other in Bengal. It was horrifying sight to see blood flowing like a stream on the streets. A middle-aged man came and fell at the feet of Mahatma Gandhi and began to cry, "I am a sinner. I have killed many with my own hands. I will surely go to hell." He sobbed uncontrollably. What happened was, this man's son was cut into pieces in religious riot. He was so enraged with revenge on his mind, he set out to destroy many of the other religion. He killed many in the process. Out of sheer rage and hatred, Only after a young youth of his own community fell down and died in presence did he realize the magnitude of his sinful deed. Filled with the tremendous sense of guilt, he fell at the feet of Mahatma Gandhi. Nothing is lost as yet. There is still one chance for you to atone and go to heaven. What? Can I really go to heaven? Asked the man with a disturbed mind. Gandhiji looked into his eyes and said compassionately, do adopt an orphaned child from the uh, community you hate. Treat him as your own. Bring him up, educate him, and develop him into a great person. This is the way you make amends for your sin, the way for you to reach heaven. We must understand something profound from this incident. We should not misunderstand what Gandhiji meant. By killing many people of a particular community we hate, then adopting an orphan, orphaned child of that community, we will not be absolved of the cruelty inflicted on humanity. There can be no pardon for taking someone's life instantly. On other hand, if a person sincerely regrets his gory acts and reforms himself, he would surely accept the other's religion with love. He may even practice that religion. All religions say this loud and clear. One must love and respect others. This message is found in Gita, Quran, and Bible, and all the scriptures from the various religions of the world. Only wording are different. The little that we can do is to take an oath. Whichever religion one belongs to, one shall love and respect all human beings. Then there would be no chaos and conflicts, not only on the basis of religion, but also caste, greed, and race. The hearts of education is the education of hearts. Living without love is like a driving in a thick fog. Hence, bathe your life with love. So, love is the essential to live beautifully with happiness. Ignorant thinking is the devil fishing hook. Unwise thinking cuts and divides. A loving heart joins and unity. Crooked iron can be straightened with a hammer. Forgiveness makes the heart grow fonder. Forgiveness makes the heart grow fonder. Back to the source. Does God exist? There can be no other doubt. An ancient or prehistoric as this, let us see an incident from the life of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was an enlightened master. Many people from all over the country flocked to visit him at the Kolkata. There was a famous Pandit during his time. The Pandit was a very learned person. He was an expert in many forms of learning, but he had no faith in God. The Pandit was very jealousy of Paramahamsa popularity. He wanted to have a debate with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa to show his expertise and prove to him that there was no God. The Pandit argued well, citing a number of points, incident, and examples to put forth his argument with great skills and expertise. All disciplines of Ramakrishna Hamsa were listening with the rapt attention. The discipline feared and possibility of non-existence of God being proved. Such was the eloquency of Pandit convinced skills. Paramahamsa listened compassionately. Finally, he smiled and said, "Excellent, wonderful. Your point of view was fantastic. You spoke with great skills. In every single word you uttered, I could see the gods at a radiance dancing. My heart felt thanks to you for showing me God in and through your logic." Wow, what your words! The Pandit was dumbfounded. The Veda describe God as one without beginning and an end. What is it that is without a beginning or an end? The very existence in that way, existence is God. Let us read a Jan story. A village was starved of rainy for many seasons. The fields were parched, the wells had dried. At that stage, a Jain monk came to the village. People described their pathetic condition with tears in their eyes. The monk decided to relieve them of their suffering. He requested for a place in the center of the village to meditate. During the course of his meditation, the rain god was pleased and showered the village with heavy rain. The villagers, drenched in the joy, they gathered around the monk with tears of gratitude and exclaimed, "How did you manage to do this?" The monk replied, "As I meditate, a sense of peace dawned in my mind and harmony set in my body. The atmosphere around me was in the tune with harmony. The harmony created difference extremely, thereby an ebbing transformation of the seasons of no rain. So it drained. If you are in harmony, nature will be in harmony with you. If there is a peace of mind within, the same would spread outwardly also. So is it with nature. If one does not cheat others, nature would not betray mankind. This was the philosophy proved by the Jain monk. This is not magic or mumbo jumbo. One should accept it as a scientific truth. Nature consists of so many wonders that are bound beyond our uh, comprehension. The Vedas call this Maya. This can be explained through an interesting story. There was a farmer, he died of an illness. He had three sons. After completing the funeral rites of his father, the father, the son set out to check his will and testaments. His, his will read like this: one of my property should go to my first son, one third should go to my second son, and 1/9 should go to my third son. After reading this, the three sons gave up in the total confusion because the farmer had left behind 17 elephants and nothing more. How could 17 elephants were divided into half on 1/3 or 1/9? As they were grappling with the problem, a sage came by and offered to help them. He read the will carefully and smiled. He made the elephants stand in a row and told them, "There is one elephant in my ashrama. Please go. Bring it and make it stand alongside other elephant left behind your father. The total number would then be 18. Let the uh, eldest son take one half of the total number of elephants, that is 9. The eldest son got 9 elephants. Next, he called the second son and gave him 6 elephants, being one third of his share, and to third son 2 elephants, being uh, one ninth of his share, as mentioned in the it will be. Then he told, my children, now as per your father's will I have divided elephant among you. Now all three of you together have 17 elephant. One elephant remains, which is mine, which was just added for calculation purpose. So now I will take back my elephant. At another story from the Vedic culture explains the philosophy of Maya. It is very important to understand the way Maya engulfs us. A master was teaching his discipline under a lamp. The flame disappeared due to heavy wind. Now the discipline asked the master, Guruji, where has the flame gone? It has gone back to whatever it came from, said the master. So instead of focusing on endless debate as to whether God exists or not, we must realize the divine potential within us. Let us focus on strengthening this potential. There is no stronger divine power than this.